Attention, little people, I have an announcement.
These commentaries were originally recorded from April to June of 2024. I love the show and people and the focus of the positive, but with all that said, here's what is more. The guests love the show and people too, but are allowed to speak their mind. The critiques they share and opinions they bear are only theirs, not mine.
I think you mean ours?
Well, yeah.
Opinions are kinda like jellyfish. I mean, they're flown and change shape a lot. Not all opinions shared banter reflect our true and current thought. These have been re-edited to keep the commentary in sync. I only muted what I wanted to cut so the track can show a link. So if you hear some silence, you'll understand why, folks. And me and Kev apologize for our incessant inside jokes. Lastly, not all commentaries turned out as good as others. Some days it didn't flow as well, but we always recovered.
And if you're not watching the show along with our commentary, you might be confused as to what we're talking about, which is kind of a given. But if you're like a crazy super fan who knows every detail of every episode, have at it. With all of that out of the way,
Enjoy the show!
Welcome back to...
Hi,
VeggieTales.
kids! And welcome to VeggieTales!
Excuse me, Jimmy.
I'm Uncle Kev Message.
Goodbye, Jimmy. So picture it.
Bye!
I pull back my arm and I punch Jimmy to the moon.
Ah,
He's like the vacuum.
ah.
Bye-bye, Jimmy. Now Kev's here.
Hi, kids, and welcome to the VeggieTales Fan-Commentaries. I'm Uncle Kev Messick.
And I'm Finnegan Rowe, and I'm here with Uncle Kev Messick, and I'm Finnegan Rowe,
That's me.
and we have our guest,
And I'm here with Finnegan Rowe.
and I'm here with Uncle Kev Messick, and we have our guest, the cobbler of
And
peaches.
we're here with... Yep, that's you, right?
Say hi,
Are
cobbler.
you?
Bob's like,
Cobbler?
ay. I love that whole squeeze and jump thing. The squeeze and jump thing always made me happy. We're here with Abraham Benson. Abe, say something. Is his mic on? Is it working?
It is on, yeah.
Huh. Abe, if you're having struggles with tech, send me a message on Discord. And the 1 and the 2. There they go. Type in the space between VeggieTales is crazy.
VeggieTales.
It's
Bob's
just
voice.
that easy. Just
Bob's
sing the
voice
words.
sounds nice there.
Oh, Abe hung up. Let's let him back in.
Oh.
Hold up.
Peace.
Okay, so we had a small tech issue, but we got him back in here. Abe Benson is our guest. Say hello, Abe.
Abe. Hey, Abe.
Hi, I'm Zeus. I'm the guitar lord.
I don't have a guitar yet.
Wait, were you guys already recording?
We did the
Yep.
first part, yeah, and we thought you were there, and we were like, why isn't he talking?
Can we try this again?
I mean, we got some pretty funny stuff in that first minute. I would hate to lose all that. But here you are for the first song. You're the music
Yes.
guy, so it makes sense that you'd be here for the intro.
Yep.
I love how they never updated the intro on this one. It has like the
Yeah.
original intro.
I was gonna say, well, not the original. If that was the case, it'd be like the OG '93.
Well, not I mean like visually.
Actually.
Visually it has
I was gonna actually.
visually it has the original.
Nerd.
Montage wise, it has
Yes.
like the sub original. Like the glitching and
also, like,
everything is the original.
The saturation is also pretty low.
Yeah.
And the way Larry doesn't pop out from behind Bob.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is like the take 2 of the theme song. All they did
My
really was
boy-
edit some
My boy
clips in.
Finn Kev.
They upload. I love them. They uploaded updated the montage with some clips
Yes.
from episode 2, but that was about it.
Yeah.
So this would be like the
Yeah.
early '94 intro.
Yeah, 94 to
Oh.
97.
Peachy Keen, VeggieTales.
VeggieTales.
The
You guys are a little
glitching's
off.
the glitching's weird. Glitching's
Wait.
wacky.
Didn't you say you were like afraid of this intro when you were a kid, Finn?
No. Just when Franken-celery drops down.
Ah. We
But
just
I
got
don't know.
past that.
I
We
was
just
afraid
got
of
past
Finn
that
when
part.
I was a kid.
Come to think of it, I don't remember having any of the like original tapes as a kid, so I don't know where I was seeing the intro where Franken-celery drops down. I thought it was on a DVD. Oh, it must have just been in this DVD. It must have just been on this DVD because I didn't have the DVDs that had. I didn't have the tapes that had the original intro.
Either that or a bonus feature on the God Wants Me to Forgive Them DVD.
That's
possibly.
possible. That's possible. I remember for a while
do you
when
remember-
the intro would come
Sorry.
on. No, you're good. I was going to say when the intro would come on any episode, like Bad Apple or anything, I would like put a blanket on my screen because I thought it would have the Franken-celery clip.
Finn, do you remember when I was afraid of you when I was a kid?
I do, yeah. And I was like,
Yeah.
"There's no need to be afraid. I'm a good guy." Bob had to explain.
And I'm still not convinced of that. But
Well-
at least I got over my fear.
You're getting more convinced every day, right?
That's right.
You can join the club if you want.
Less convinced some days, but more convinced most days.
Fair enough. I'll take that.
This
So this song.
Hey, Finn just said fair enough. That's a reference to Lily. Hi, Lily. I know you're watching.
Does Lily say fair enough?
All this freaking time. Either fair enough or that's fair.
This song
She
gives
acknowledges
off,
it when she says it too.
Also,
This
the
song
J
gives
looked
off-
like an I. It said, I'll share my ILO.
Yes,
Yellow.
My
that's all.
ILO.
This is
That always bothered me. But like this song gives off like the Wiggles vibes, honestly, like the piano and all that.
kinda yeah.
I
Sounds
can't
like
speak
loud
on it.
piano a little bit.
I can't speak on that. I haven't heard enough of the Wiggles. Or any of the
Change that.
Wiggles.
Because you're a loser.
L, imagine not listening to the Wiggles.
Do you listen to the
Exactly.
Wiggles, Abe?
Like, actually, the Wiggles were the main reason I got into music in the first place.
Well, I guess you and Kev should be best friends instead. Rare view of
We
the
are-
stove.
That's right.
Whenever we
Like,
circle
even-
back around and redo the first few commentaries, we'll talk about this again.
Even that Maton guitar that I have, the one I was trying to get, like the Wiggles
Master
used
Sound.
those, and the Maton MS500 Master Sound.
The most iconic Wiggles guitars.
Yes.
You could
and
just
I
go
ended
to the Walmart toy section and buy a Wiggles guitar.
I ended up spending $1,300
If you
on
time
the
travel.
guitar.
I guess you'd have to time travel.
Or go on eBay.
Or eBay. Are there any like Wiggles merch items of any sort in retail stores nowadays?
Depends
I
on the
haven't seen
country. Not
I was
much in
gonna say,
America.
I haven't seen any.
In Canada, they're big.
There's still VeggieTales sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, the only
In
thing- the
Canada,
only
in
VeggieTales
Canada, the
thing-
Wiggles are big. Sorry.
I was gonna say the only VeggieTales thing I've seen lately, like where I'm from, is just DVDs.
I see
Yeah.
DVDs and books.
Yeah,
For me, it's
I
just
see
the
more books
DVDs.
than DVDs.
I think I see more books too. And like holiday DVDs. Maybe every
Yeah.
now and then like a repackaged older episode or like a collection.
Mm-hmm.
I see them at my Walmart and my Barnes and Noble always has at least a few
Yeah.
VeggieTales things.
Yeah. But I was saying, in Canada, they're still big, and obviously Australia and New Zealand, they're huge. But
Because that's
Australia?
where they were from. Australia's where they're from.
Yeah.
Like,
Also,
really, I didn't know that. Thanks for telling me, Abe.
well, obviously, Finn probably wouldn't even know, but like,
I knew they were from Australia.
oh,
If you know who they are, you probably know they're from Australia. All the freaking good day mate and stuff. My gosh, Australians.
Yeah.
Watching
I know,
this
honestly,
for
I
the
would-
first time
What?
since Remolded is so weird.
I know, yeah. It's like,
I-
is this all
agreed.
there is?
Yeah, like it's missing some stuff. Although the whole thing
Yeah.
of Bob not being ready for the picture is kind of in this as well, just less blatant, I guess. He just kind of looks up.
well,
Yeah.
he just kind of looks up. I was gonna say,
Huh?
Huh?
uh,
I like the whole view of the
Home
kitchen. Too.
improvement team.
I appreciate the
exactly.
whole kitchen
That's
view.
what I was going for. I lost my train of thought. I was gonna say I would honestly date an Australian girl, like a girl with like.
Oh,
a
same.
strong
Lucia
Australian
Field. Lucia Field, 100%.
accent. She's like my age, dude. What is wrong with you?
No, she isn't. She's my age. She was
How
born in
old is she?
04. She was born
She's-
in
she's
04.
like
She's,
20.
a year
Oh,
younger than me.
Oh, she's 19.
Yeah, Abe.
Or, oops.
Bob
I
is
thought she was
really
my age.
angry. I always like this part.
No.
Or I think it's Sahai, probably. I don't know.
On my head.
no,
No,
but
even
Sahai-
Sahai's 18.
And now back to our story. The Laguna song. I think the Lagoon song.
comfortable.
The Lagoon song, in my opinion, was a better name than the Forgiveness song. And I also like the Chocolate Factory better than Good Morning George.
Is that what
I
they
don't know. I
put
like
in the
Good Morning
credits?
George.
It used to be called the Chocolate Factory.
I was before I joined the meeting. I was thinking of the parody of Good Morning George. It was like a VeggieTales YTP that Jimmy Davis did for Rack Take of Any. Like, take it from your check, but instead Mr. Roland says they'll take your mom away.
Take your mom away.
Yes, Mr. Lunt.
I like the part where he goes, I almost 8 o'clock.
Yes.
I really like Candy Tales.
What did he do?
I really
Candy
like
Tales is-
Candy Tales.
Yes.
Make a
Candy
cheese pizza.
Candy Tales is wild. We should commentate on Candy Tales.
We
Yes,
should.
actually. We should
That would be-
commentate on the Princess and the Prophet Bee.
That would be fun too. I
Yeah.
have some qualms with that fan project. I could name a few. The
I
best
call
part,
dibs. Like,
the best part was your singing. That was the highlight. Yours and Joe's. Well, you didn't sing. Joe sang, but you talked, right? You had lines. Or did you
both
sing?
talked and sang. I was the Cucumber Angel.
Right. You were.
I was singing the He Has a Plan song.
That's right. You sang He Has a Plan, and Joe sang as like the Jimmy sounding voice. I don't. The AI ruined it for me. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm trying to be like
Yeah.
one of the coconut singers, and like, but at the same time, I'm still getting over sickness.
You'll always be a coconut singer in my mind, Abe.
Likewise, Finn.
Hey, Finn.
Yes, there we go. Kevin should have joined.
Hey, Finn.
What?
Nice coconuts.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
No,
This is
we
a
should-
reference to SDA Storyteller.
We should leave that out.
No, you'd have to listen to the Pirates commentary. We try to keep
Yeah.
them clean, but we can vibe a little bit.
The saturation
Basically
on
just
here
means
is-
don't curse.
Don't curse and
Well, yeah.
don't get too naughty, you know? Don't say anything that's so
Yeah.
abominable that I have to like yeet the entire commentary type of thing.
Don't say anything that my mom would blush listening to.
Well,
I'm
be
about say
honest,
something very. Hold on.
I'm not sure exactly, Kev, what your mom's views are on some of the jokes we make.
She'd
Saturation
probably
on
just
this is
roll
also
her
very
eyes
low.
and laugh slightly.
Oh. My mom would probably do that too, or she'd be like, Finn.
Yeah.
Finn.
Guys, the saturation on this is also a little sad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they never updated the also the glitch, Archibald's glitch. They never updated the songs in Very Silly Songs. I feel like it wouldn't have been that hard for like reprints and re-releases to make them look a little newer, but it still looks
Yeah.
like yes. They
Also,
never
what
they
do you-
never reconstructed
The
it.
audience is not going to understand the glitch. All they're going to see is a picture.
Well,
That's
if
like-
they're watching the episode along with the commentary,
Mhm.
then, you know. I
Like, see,
reference the
even
visual.
the
Very-
saturation of this looks better.
It
like,
does
it
look
looks
a
a little
bit better.
Very silly songs re-sillied.
Re-sillied. Very silly
Re-sillied.
songs re-songed.
Re-song.
I used to call this episode Peach and Larry. Also, I don't see
I
this
was
as a
gonna say,
mainline episode. This is almost entirely reused footage. I do not see this as a mainline episode. This is a bonus
Yeah.
episode. This is no different than God Made You Special.
My computer's doing that thing again.
Wait,
where
don't you consider Jonah sing-alongs an episode though?
A bonus, maybe, but on a different level than
Okay.
this. I would say this is more of an
Yeah.
episode than Jonah Sing Along. If I had
it
to like,
has the same text font though for like the songs.
yeah, like if I was gonna make like a tier list of like episodes, sub-episodes, sub-episodes, like Jonah Sing Along would not be on the same tier as Very Silly Songs, but Very Silly Songs is definitely not on the same tier as like Sherlock or Esther or something.
Yeah.
It's not. It's an episode, but not. I wouldn't line it up in like the main lineup. It's just got too much recycled footage.
Right.
But it's a good one.
I'm gonna say something controversial.
Uh-oh.
Hermie and Friends is better than VeggieTales.
Well, that's not controversial. That's just universally agreed upon.
Exactly.
Just like
Dude,
Dorby's.
Oh no! We should comment
Honestly,
on
dare I
Dorby's
say-
making decisions.
Abe is a
Dare I
huge
say
Dorby's fan.
Dorby's? Dare
We
I
should
say
commentate.
Dorby's is better than Hermie?
I don't know. Well, maybe. But was and
actually-
Bot and Bot beats all.
Okay, true.
I can't
true.
even understand what they're saying.
I
You're
like
a translator.
they keep spelling Boogeyman differently.
Wait, do they do that like throughout or?
Yeah,
Throughout
they
that
have like
song, yeah.
3 different spellings of Boogeyman.
That's funny.
I swear I blinked and I saw a shot of Larry's eyes pointing completely in different directions. Like they started to drift for a second there.
Hey, Hey Kev, you know how we were just talking about Home Improvement earlier?
Yeah.
I like the big wrench.
And last for years to come.
Also, Larry Giat.
Oh yeah.
No, die.
Oh
No, I
yeah.
had my assistant Jimmy turn off the water supply to the kitchen. Oh, you meant the kitchen sink.
There he goes.
Bob!
The Dex. Iconic.
The fossil just went. The fossil just went. Wee.
That was a great time for it.
Also, you know, I was gonna say this. I was gonna say this earlier before my computer glitched and I had to leave and rejoin. Me personally, I feel like we should have probably started over. But anyway, like I was gonna say, the opening music for the exercise video. I'm pretty sure they used that in Phineas and Ferb as well in one of their episodes. That exact
They did.
same song.
They used something.
There-
They used something very similar. In the
No, it
one
was
where
the
Jeremy-
exact same one. Like,
If you listen to them side by side, they are a little different. But they have the same beat. They sound similar. It's the one with Jeremy trying
no,
to dance.
it was the same beat and same bass line.
I mean, yeah, they're not the same recording though. They're not like ripped
Well,
from.
no. But it was still the same like instrumentation and notes and all that.
I'd have to hear it
Well,
again.
yeah.
I remember thinking it was similar, but not exact. But I'd have to hear it again.
I
You're-
remember it being
you're the music
exact. Oh yeah, for those who don't know, I have perfect pitch, and so that makes me like musically perfect.
Oh,
Abe is-
aren't we something?
Oh, aren't we special?
Well, isn't
That'd be
that
too bad.
awesome?
Isn't that awesome? VeggieTales on Oh, that wasn't the smile
No.
intro. That was If I Sing a Silly Song. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
And Kev's grandpa goes,
Remember
no.
my grandfather. Yep.
VeggieTales on weed.
I like his lips.
VeggieTales on weed.
That's VeggieTales in the house. I think Phil Vischer said Larry on crack. Didn't he say that in my podcast? I forget.
I think he did. Yeah.
He said something very blatant, but that was like, whoa.
Larry grabbed my hairbrush with his butt.
Yeah, that's right. Mom, Larry grabbed his hairbrush with his butt. Ups.
Wait, I thought
My
it was
brother-
Bob, not Mom.
It's mom.
It was mom.
Oh.
I think
was
it
a-
was mom. When
Okay,
I was
have you-
just 2
Have you
years
not
old.
heard? Have you not heard the whole story?
No.
Oh,
Okay, there's
tell it, Kev.
context to it. Okay,
Okay.
Finn, you listen to Phil's podcast. You should know.
Oh, I do know it. I thought you wanted to tell it. I can tell it.
Okay. Yeah, I will. So this was like right when VeggieTales was starting to get big, and Christian bookstores were calling Big Idea and saying, "Hey, do you guys have Bob and Larry suits? Can we have Bob and Larry come and do meet and greets?" Because they were having like McGee from McGee and Me and Salty the Singing Song book. And they wanted Bob and Larry suits. So Big Idea reaches out to a mascot company and has them make suits, and they say, "Okay, do you want them to have legs?" And they're like, "Yeah, well, they've got to get around, so we'll give them legs." "Okay, do you want them to have arms?" No, Bob and Larry don't have arms. We're not going to give them arms. Which proved to be a bit of a struggle. Like, if Larry fell down, then it's just cucumber down, and he rolls around on the ground like a beetle.
Well, no, because you can easily get up with just your legs. You just gotta like push yourself up.
I don't
beg-
know that would be very easy.
I was gonna say I beg to differ.
Yeah.
Real fast about Silly Song before you continue. I want to make sure we touch on the songs a little bit. I like how Archibald's head was kind of over itself type of thing, like it was moving forward almost. Good song.
Mhm.
I really like Love My Lips. I love the instrumentation. It sounds similar to Water Buffalo. Kev, continue.
Speaking of songs with good instrumentation, so the moment that they really knew they had to change the suits though and give them arms was when this kid came and he had the idea to give Larry a hairbrush. So he runs up to Larry. He gets out of his stroller, runs up to Larry. He's all excited. He goes, "Here, Larry, I found your hairbrush." And Larry leans forward, and a voice comes out of Larry saying, "Put the hairbrush by my leg." So the kid puts the hairbrush by his leg, Then a human arm shoots out of the leg hole, grabs the hairbrush, and pulls it back up inside the suit. The kid runs to his mom and says, "Mom, Larry grabbed the hairbrush with his butt!"
Also, this shot right here, his belly button. Look at that. The belly button shot of Scallion too. That's a good story. You told that well.
I was gonna say the
Thank
instrumentation of like the Home Improvement thing they did, kind of gives off like Nintendo 64 vibes. Just,
It looks like a
Kinda,
Nintendo
yeah.
64. We should commentate on the VeggieTown stuff too.
Ooh,
Actually, we should do a comment.
Work.
We should do like a gaming commentary. We just wait for fun. We should do a gameplay of Larry Boy and the Bad Apple.
That'd be fun. They all fell
On
out
all
of frame too. They fell out of frame in that scene. If you don't know the reference, the Nintendo 64 was a joke they made in Helping Kids Talk, one of the VeggieTown videos. It's
Was it?
weird to see it go like such high quality title cards and like bonus scenes, and then the blurry footage from like Where's God But I'm Scared.
Yeah.
Now this
Well,
still holds up. This one still holds up.
I don't know what you would
Mhm.
expect though, because considering they don't really have the
Although I
raw
missed the dancing.
files for Where's God When I'm Scared.
Yeah.
I missed the
Speaking
dancing.
of-
Yeah,
Speaking of
remolded dancing
Yeah.
was crazy.
I
Yeah.
was crazy once.
They locked me in a room. Also, Abe,
Oh,
of all
no.
the songs in this episode, which one's your favorite and why?
In this episode, or just in VeggieTales in period?
Just this one.
That actually one's a little difficult.
Good
I'm
shot.
actually like,
That's my favorite part of Bob hopping to the camera and Larry swaying.
oh, it's scary.
A little freaky, but I like it. I know your favorite song in VeggieTales as a whole is
Finn's a little freaky, but I like him.
Finnegan Freaky Row. I know Abe's favorite VeggieTales song is on top
Freak
of
again, bro.
on top of Old Smokey from Bob and Larry's Campfire Songs.
That's
I
right.
actually don't know that one. I've
You-
never
You
seen
should-
anything from that.
You need to
Well,
listen
like-
to the albums.
Well, I would probably say God is bigger
God is Bigger's good, yeah.
because
That
that's a
answers
classic.
both. That answers
Well-
both questions. Ba ba ba.
Finn, what's your favorite?
I was
A song
gonna say-
ever? Or
Yeah,
from-
your favorite in this video.
Oh, maybe. Oh no, Stand. I think Stand. I think Stand's my favorite.
Solid.
Well,
I
I
think
was gonna say like
my opinion changes, but as of now, Stand's my favorite.
I was gonna say God is bigger because Where's God When I'm Scared is my favorite episode.
Yeah,
Obviously,
good episode.
I really wish I could have commentated on that, but hey, there's always other opportunities like this one.
We lost Abe.
Bless you.
I'm gonna have to take my vitamins later. I don't
Rest
wanna
in-
do-
Rest in peace, Abe. I missed George's smile in Remolded.
Yeah.
I
Oh
did
yeah,
miss that.
no, I realized that didn't happen.
The dancing building didn't have to happen. People complained too much about that. Nezer's laugh being cut made it
Yeah.
so much better.
Honestly, I
George's
didn't-
smile should have been there.
I wasn't even dancing inside the building. I was just standing still. Did you see me?
Oh yeah, Kev actually did make a picture cameo in Remolded. This song, some
Wait,
people
what, did he-
nowadays
did he?
say this song is overrated. I think it gets all the love it deserves. It is very good. It is very
Really does.
funny. I feel like it's the type of
Yeah.
thing where if you've never seen VeggieTales and you watched this, you would be laughing hysterically. Like, what is going on
So-
and why?
So you see that purple and pink door?
I like it a lot.
I used to want to eat it as a little kid because I always thought it was like made out of like candy.
I
thought
can
it was
see that.
flavorful.
It does look
like-
flavorful.
Same
Yeah.
thing with the jars, like that purple and blue jar and the other ones.
Larry looks crunchy.
Honestly, I
No
used to want to
hair.
eat their noses because of how shiny they were.
Yeah,
every time,
dude.
every time I
Yeah.
thought something, every time I thought something in the show was shiny, I thought it was food. It's just like well,
They do look
technically,
kind of
they are
yummy.
food. They're
Did you think the sporks were food?
nose, just want to eat their noses. And, like,
I would try their noses.
Yeah, honestly, same. Also, the
Did
jars.
you think?
The
Did you
countertop
think the
jars.
sporks were food though? Because they were shiny.
Nah, the sporks were ugly. Nah, but I was gonna say.
But they're shiny.
Wait, so in Lyle the Kindly Viking, like you remember the pot holders?
Oh yeah.
Or obviously you would. I used to want to eat the pot holders too.
You would
Something
still eat the pot holders. Let's be honest.
Yes, I remember. I think I remember talking about this on a live stream one time.
You might
then-
have. Most
And
of
then
those
Dario was like, "Oh yes, felt my favorite."
are.
Who?
I like the lighting on Larry there, where the light is shining on him, then kind of fades a little bit, and then goes back to being
Thanks for the
bright.
airbrush.
Peach is a good character. I like the Peach. I used to call
Honestly,
it,
Yeah.
so like I said, I called it Peach and Larry because of the DVD. I had the complete Silly Fun collection. When I found the
We
tape at
need-
Goodwill, I was so happy.
We need more of the Peach.
We do. He was in Mary Larry. He saved Mary Larry.
Oh, that's right, he does.
People counting this as a mainline episode drives me crazy. Like on the Wikipedia page and Big Idea Wiki, this is a special. This is a bonus thing. This is not a mainline episode. There's
I
too
never really
much-
thought of it as a mainline episode, to be honest.
There's just too much recycled.
Not even the Christmas episodes. I thought like those are just something to watch during the holidays. But like,
Well, I mean, like if you count VeggieTales episodes in order, the Christmas ones would count. But this is just mostly recycled stuff.
Yeah.
so now we're about to go into the bunny song,
This is
And
the
I'm
one
hearing-
we're supposed to sing.
and this is how the guitar is supposed to sound,
Well,
unlike in remote.
Okay, buddy.
I like it
I'll,
being
I'll stop.
I like it
stop.
being different.
Please do.
Golden. I like it being a little different. It's it's not meant to sound like the exact same chord. It's meant to be
Right. It's not wrong. It's meant to be different.
Yeah. Also, the J's just don't look right.
It's
in
not
the
like he
captions.
was It's not like he was unintentionally.
Yeah, like,
making it sound different.
Gordon's so bad at guitar, he's like playing an A chord instead of an E chord. I don't think.
Well,
so.
he
I don't-
wasn't playing guitar. It was synthesized.
I know. I'm just messing.
I knew it
Gord
was, like-
is wildly talented. His instrumentals are
Yeah.
insane. Mr. Nezer's got that one mole on his back. I like his little shoulder sway.
Honestly, I used to want to eat. Like you see, like
Don't say you
His
wanted to eat his
You
moles.
wanted to eat this entire show, didn't you?
Don't say you wanted to eat
Yes.
his moles.
no,
Do not say it.
his
Oh,
chin-
no.
his chin.
His chin.
It's
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I feel like a lot of people could probably relate
Just
to
about
that.
I wanna
everything in
eat-
the show. Just about everything in the show in the early days just looks good.
The asparagus girls look really
Abe,
good. They look better in remote.
Abe, were
Yes.
you ever fed as a kid? Because you seem very hungry.
I mean, I just had toast.
He lived off of eye candy, and that eye candy was VeggieTales.
That's right.
The Gumai Rat Kendai.
The Gumai
Back
Rat
in
Kendai.
Finland. Back in
Gumai-
Finland, right? Abe?
G-Li, yeah, in Finland. The G-Li, B-Li, Gummy Rat Candai.
Yes, the G-Line B-Line. I've never stopped watching that since we did that stream.
I love it so much. Number
need
one
to-
favorite
we need
YouTube
to-
video.
We really need to repost that stream.
Yeah, I would have to go back and do some editing if I wanted those to be out again.
No, like just
Funny.
us reacting to
The gummy G-Li,
Yeah.
B-Li. Yeah.
Actually, that's just an outlet plugin thingy.
Well, it looks like Sunny's. Technically, Sunny's only like character appearance is Grapes of Wrath. He was an
And also,
outlet
he's like-
here.
he was
He
a
was
lot
a card.
bright.
Yeah, he was an outlet here, a cardboard cutout in High Silk Hat, and a bakery logo in Mary Larry.
Oh, that's right. He was a cardboard cutout.
The sun grew hotter, and the sun grew hotter, and the sun grew hotter, and the sun grew hotter.
Okay.
I just put
You
a
know
whole
who else
chocolate
did-
factory with no money down. The shadow doesn't really match the sun on the wall for some reason. I really like that one little skit. I like the do 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 do. That might
Honestly,
be my
like-
favorite of the segments. I don't know. I like the bouncing on the trampoline one too.
I'm getting sad because we are towards the end of the episode and we haven't really talked about
Mhm.
a whole lot.
Well, I like this
Like-
song. This song is crucial to VeggieTales history.
Honestly,
These pirates would make it to the big screen twice. They would show up in multiple other episodes, and they would even show up in the hit podcast, Very Veggie Silly Stories.
That's right.
I was gonna say, there's this cassette tape from like 1996, like a sample tape that actually has the Pirates Who Don't Do Anything. Like,
Oh,
has,
I've
like,
seen
a whole
that.
new song.
I've
Mhm.
seen that.
And like Joe Davis has it, and like, but it's like sealed, so he refuses to open it
I can't
just to
blame
see
him.
what's in the tape. Honestly, if I could just buy the tape off of him or do a trade with him, so I could just open up the tape and just try to
But it's the
Honestly-
same song. It's the same song. We've all heard
You
the
don't know
pirate song.
that.
Yeah.
You don't know that. It could be a different version for all we know.
I feel like that's unlikely. You could probably ask
Yeah.
one of the people behind the. I mean, I wouldn't open it to risk it, you know. If it's a sample
I
tape and has the pirate song, my guess is I would say 99%.
But it's from 1996.
There's a
and, like,
I would say there's a 99% chance it's the same song, and if it's even remotely different, it's probably not worth opening such a valuable piece of merchandise to find out, because it wasn't cheap. I know that for sure.
I would probably give my 93 tape for it. No, I'm kidding.
If you
I'm
would talk to Joe. I like the little chair.
I think he would
That was a good
definitely. Yeah, I think Joe would definitely be down to trade for that.
He probably would, yeah. And I've never gotten head lice. I'd trade anything for the 93 tape. I'd trade my left kidney.
Would
How
you trade
much
your
did-
whole collection?
Well, no. Abe, how much did you spend on the 93 tape? If you can tell us. Did we lose him?
Is he here?
No, don't tell me he disconnected again. Not this close to the end.
Dang.
I think Abe looks like Captain Crunch.
True.
I think this time to appease him, we should probably go back and
It has like a minute
Yeah.
left.
Start recording again. Yeah, true.
Ah. Shoot Nabbit. I mean, we can just finish the last part. I can't really splice
Okay.
too much or it gets out of sync.
Yeah.
Hey Benson, y'all. Hey Benson, everybody. I like the water moving back and forth like that.
Yeah,
I
same.
wonder how the Veggies did that.
That's cute.
If Abe Benson was here, he would also say he liked the water moving back and forth. If we were like not in the last minute and 30 seconds of the thing, I would get Abe back in here, but it's like at the very end. You know what? Let's get him back for the credits. I feel bad that he doesn't get to do the outro. We'll get him back in for the credits, okay? So he
Yeah,
found
alright.
he found a quarter.
Hello?
He found a
Oh, there
quarter.
he is.
Are you back?
It's my computer, I'm pretty sure.
Just in time for the credits, Abe. What do you think about the intro segments written by Mike Naraki?
Good. Very good.
What do you think about the English? What do you think about the storyboards made by Luis Contreras?
I've never seen the storyboards.
Contrary to what many may believe, the
No, but like, I
storyboards are
couldn't
still
even
off
hear you
media.
guys. Like,
It just cut off. You only missed like 30 seconds of the pirate song. You just missed
Yeah.
Mr. Lunk go, I think you look like Captain Crunch. And Paul went, what did Paul say, Kev?
He said, "Your mother looks like Captain Crunch."
And Mr. Lunt said, oh, I would know. She looks like Captain Crunch when I'm... Never mind.
Chris Sternley Olsen. There's like, oh my gosh, there's like actual
Ron
like there's
piratey things.
pirate names.
Have you never
A-pop,
noticed that?
A-pop.
No,
Oh, no A-pop. Sad.
See, the lack of A-pop means it's not a mainline episode. Okay, that was Very Silly
That's
Songs
right.
with Kev Messick and Abe Benson.